So while you're here with us, we'd like to remind you, find your exits. Don't reward the show. Keep the eyes clear. Please turn off your phones. But actually do it. The show isn't ruined. Last but not least, a special round of applause to the incredible sponsors who believe in our cause. William Shakespeare, the Business Nurse Association of Central New Jersey Home Care and Hospice. Our season sponsor, Hackensack Meridian Health Riverview Medical Center. And all the generous subscribers, donors, and countless other theater lovers who support Help River Grow. Now enjoy the show of Juliet and Romeo. Romeo and Juliet.
Both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our seed.
Okay.
From ancient grudge, break to new mutiny. Where civil blood makes
civil hands unclean.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes. A pair of star-crossed lovers take their lives. It's okay, okay.
The misadventure youth draws to a close, and with their death bury their parents' strife.
The fearful passage of their death marks love, and the continuance of their parents' reign, which but their children's end none could remove, is now the two powers traffic of our stage.
The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss?
Our toil shall strive to
Gregory, I swear, man, we can't be no one's suckers.
Depends on what we're sucking.
Well, you can suck on, but I'll make them succumb to my sword.
Yeah, and then you can succumb to the death sentence.
Not me, I'm quick. Tempt me, and I strike like lightning.
Yeah, lucky you're not quickly tempted to
The
strike.
cat of the house of Capulet tempts me quick.
To quickly fight or quickly flee?
Flee? Only thing fleeing is my weapon from my sheath. I will tower over any boy or maid of Capulet.
No real man needs a tower to fight.
True. That's why women, being the weaker sex, are kept in towers. So then, over Capulet's boys, I tower, and in his maids, thrust my tower.
The fight is between our masters and us, their men.
Men, women, if you're a Capulet, I'm your tyrant. I'll bleed their men. I'll be worse with the maids. Then cut off their heads.
The heads of the maids?
Yeah, the heads of the maids. Or their maiden heads. You feel me?
I don't know that anyone has ever felt you.
Grab your tool.
Here come three of the house of the Capulets.
My tool is up and out. Fight. I got your back.
So you can turn your back and run?
You don't trust me? No. We'll keep the law on our side. Let them start it.
Ooh, how about I scowl at them as I pass by and rile them up?
Nice. Or how about I bite my thumb at them as a dig and see how they like it?
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
We're still good with the law if I say yeah. No. No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir? Quarrel, sir. No, sir.
Well, if you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good a master as you.
But no better.
Well, sir.
Say yes better. I see one of my master's nephews coming over.
Yes! Better, sir.
You lie!
Draw if you be men. Gregory, deliver that slashing blow.
Poor fools, put up your swords, you know not what you do.
What? Art thou drawn amongst these fearful fowls? Turn thee, Benvolio. Look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword, or govern it. Depart these men with me.
What? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word as I hate hell. All Montagues and these. Come at me, coward.
Whoa! Whoa! Let those spears hook to Nygel!
Beat them down!
Down with the Capulet! What noise?
Fetch me my long sword, ho!
You need a crutch, so I call you for a sword.
Stop it, Capulet! Hold me not! Let me go!
Thou shalt not stir a foot to seek a foe!
Valiant subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of his neighbor's stained steel. Lay not here. What ho! You men, you beasts! On pain of torture from those bloody hands, drop your ill-destined weapons to the ground. Hear the sentence of your moved prince. Three civil brawls, bred of some empty words by thee, O Capulet, and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets, and let Verona's elder citizens cast off their wise, untroubled countenance to wield old rapiers in hands as old, rusted with peace, to part your rusty hate. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time, all the rest depart away. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today?
Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Fathom, an hour before, the worship sun peered through the golden window of the east. A troubled mind drove me to take a walk, where, underneath the grove of sycamore that westward stand away from city sounds, there, in the light of dawn, I saw your son. Towards him I walked, but made aware of me, he stole into the cover of the leaves.
Many a morning hath he there been seen.
But also soon as the all-cheering sun should in the furthest east begin to draw the lazy curtains from the mountain heads, away from light steals home my heavy son.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn from him.
If we could learn from whence his sorrows grow, we willingly would give all cures we know.
See, there he comes. So please you step aside. I'll learn his grievance, or be much denied.
I would thou be enlightened by thy stay of his true state.
Come, madam, let's away.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
It just struck 9.
I mean, sad hours feel long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
How
Of love?
out of her favor, where I am in love.
Where shall we dine? Oh, me. What fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. It is much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then?
A brawling love, oh loving hate, oh everything that nothing did create. Oh heavy lightness, serious vanity, chaotic puzzle of well-seeming forms, feather of lead, bright smoke, cold fire, sick health, wide eyes of sleep. What's not is what it is. This lovely lie. I feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz I'd rather weep.
Good friend, at what?
At thy good heart's oppression.
Why, such is love's transgression. Farewell, my cuss.
Stop! I will come along. You leave me so. You know you do me wrong.
I have lost myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo. He is some other where.
Tell me and jest no more. Who is your love?
What, shall I gravely tell thee?
Grave or not. The truth, cuz, tell me who?
Bid a sick man to gravely make his will. A word ill-urged to one that is so ill. My grave is, cousin. I do love a woman.
I aimed so near when I supposed you loved.
Thou art good marksman, and my love, she's fair.
The fairest mark, fair cuz, is soonest hit.
And that hit you far miss. She'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow. She hath Dian's wit, a chastity that heavens did bestow. Her heart's immune to love's weak, childish bow.
Then she hath sworn forever she'll be chaste?
She hath, and in that swearing makes huge waste.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I might forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
'Tis the way to see hers exquisite being thus compared. Show me a lady that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve but to remind of beauty that surpassed that passing fair? Farewell, thou cannot teach me to forget.
I'll pay that lesson or else die in debt.
think, for men so old as we to keep the peace.
An honorable repute precede you both, and pity 'tis you lived at odds so long. But, now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
I echo that which I have said before. My child is yet a stranger in the world. She had not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride before we think her ripe to be a bride.
Younger than she are happy mothers made.
And too soon marred are those so early married. She is the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris. Win her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. This night I hold an old traditioned feast, adorned with guests from cities west and east. Your mirth would, there among those I adore, most welcome to be, to make my number more. At my poor house this night, look to behold earth-grounded stars that make dark evenings. Hear all. Hear all see, be drawn to her whose merit most shall be. Come, go with me. Go, my man, trudge about through fair Verona, and find those persons out whose names are written there, and to them say, my house will welcome all their pleasured stay.
Find them out. Find them out whose names are written here. Ask the baker to paint the chapel, why don't you? Ask the basket weaver, butcher, the pig for supper. A brush could be given the baker, and the weaver the cleaver, but how am I supposed to find the persons out whose names are written here when I can't read? I'll find my brush and my cleaver and the clever eyes of learned men. The game's afoot.
Why, Romeo, art thou mad?
Not mad, but more bound than a madman is. Shut up in prison, left without my food, whipped, tormented, and good evening, good fellow.
Good, great. Your eyes look clever and your clothes look posh-ish. Can you read?
I, mine own fortune in my misery.
Not what I meant. Can you read letters?
If I know the letters and the language.
Goodbye.
Stay, fellow, I can read. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, Count Anselm and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Vitruvio, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline, and Livia, Signor Valencio and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio, and the lively Helena. The fair assembly, where shall they come to? To where? To supper?
To our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Now I'll tell you without making you ask. My master is the great rich Capulet, and if you're not at the house of Montagues, come and crush a cup of wine, huh?
At this tradition feast of Capulets, thy love and woe, fair Rosaline, will sup. With all the worship beauties of Verona, we'll join them. And with our objective eyes compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
One fairer than my love, the all-seeing sun, saw Max since first the world begun.
Cut! You saw her fair, none else being by, herself poised with herself in either eye. But when those crystal scales have seen and weighed thy lady's love against some other maid, that I will show you shining at this fest, and she shall scant seem well, that now seems best. Your tipping point will tip to new behest.
I will go along, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own. Nurse, where's my daughter? Call her forth to me.
I swear by my cherry plucked Romeo, I bade her come. Hold on. What? Lady Bird. Oh, God forbid. Where is this girl? What? Juliet.
Now, who calls?
Your mother.
Madam, I am here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. Remember, thou must hear our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Oh, faith, I can tell her age right to the hour.
She's not 14.
Oh, I'll bet 14 of my teeth. And yet to come clean, you have seen I have but 4. She's not 14. How soon is it to August 1st?
Fortnight and odd days.
Oh, even her odd. Of all the days in the year, come August 1st, then shall she be 14.
Ha.
Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls, were born that day. Well, Susan is with God. She was too good for me. But as I said, before the month begins, she'll be 14. 'Tis 11 years now since the earthquake. I never shall forget it. She was weaned of all days in the year on that day, for I had then laid absinthe to my boob, sitting in the sun under the birdhouse wall. My lord and you were then at Mantua. I do bear a brain. And as I said, when she did taste the absinthe on the nipple of my boob and felt it bitter, pretty babe, she gets all huffed and rails against the boob. Then the birdhouse shivered with the earth. 'Twas no need to bid me speed escape. And since that time it is 11 years. By then she could stand alone on 2 feet. I know, because the day before she tripped and fell. And then my husband, oh God be with his soul, he was a merry man, took up the child. Hey, he says, did you fall on your face? You will fall backwards when you have more years. Will you not, Jewel? And by my 14th tooth, the pretty wretch stopped crying and said, I never shall forget it. Will you not, Jewel, and pretty fool? She stopped and said,
Enough of this, I pray thee, hold thy peace.
Yes, madam, yet I cannot help but laugh to think that she just stops crying and says and yet I warrant she had upon her head a bump as big as a young cockerel's balls. Hey, says my husband, fall you on your face, you will fall backwards when you have more years, will you not? And she stops and says,
Stop that doom, nurse, I pray thee. Say aye.
Oh, peace, madam, I am done. God, get his grace on thee. You are the prettiest babe I ever nursed. And if I live to see you married off, I have my wish.
Marry, that Mary is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your dispositions to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
Oh, an honor. Were I not your only nurse, I would have said you suckled wisdom from the teat.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. By my count, I was your mother, much around this age, that you are now a maid. Thus then, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, lady, a man of all the world, a beauteous rose.
Verona's summer hath not such a flower.
Aye, he's a flower, in faith, the very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read through the verses of young Paris's face, and find delight there writ with beauty's pen. This precious book of love, this unbound lover, whose perfect beauty only lacks a cover. That book in many's eyes doth share the glory, that in gold clasps locks in the golden story. So,
shall you share all that he doth possess? By having him, you make yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger, women grown by men.
Speak briefly. Can you like your suitor's love?
I'll look to like if looking liking move, but no more deep will I endart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come, supper served, you are called for, my young lady asked for, the nurse cursed in the pantry, everything's just too much. I must hence away, I beg you, follow straight. I follow thee. Juliet, your suitor waits.
Go, girl. Make haste.
Enter Mercutio.
Give me the light. I am not for this. Being most heavy, I must bear the light.
Hey, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead that sticks me to the ground. I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a sticky bind.
I am too sore in piercing with his shaft, to soar with his light feathers, and so bound I cannot bounce a height above dull woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
In turn, your burdened love will sink anon. Too great oppression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and pricks like thorn.
Love be rough with you. Be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down.
A torch for me! You, whorish light heart, tickle your senseless rushes with your heels, for as they say, the worst may hold the candles. And none are worse among us than my best. I'll woo the wick and cheer you on your quest.
What's that? Cheery words from cherry virgin's lips? So woo thine wick. We'll douse that wicked flame, or say, excuse my French, the love from which you limply hang. Come, we burn daylight. Oh!
No, it is night.
I mean, sir, in delay. We waste our fire in vain, like lighting it. Use thy wits to sense intended meaning. Your downward spiral sends thy wits to death.
Well, you mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
So did I.
Well, what was yours?
The dreamers often lie.
In bed, asleep, while they do dream things true.
Oh. Then I see Queen Mab hath been with you.
She is the fairies' midwife, and she comes such a no bigger than a pirate stone. A team of little adamant creatures draws her, or sleeping man's houses. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut made by her longtime builder, the termite. Her wagon spokes made of long spider's legs. Her harness weaved from silken spider's webs. The curtains cut from grasshopper's wings. Her beasts are held by the moon's watery beams. And in this state she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. Over lawyers' fingers who dream on fees, or ladies that to long kisses dream, which off the angry man with blisters greet because their breaths are drenched. Hidden meaning sweet! What? Sometimes she comes with an altar boy's tail, tickles a preacher's nose. Sometimes she chases over a soldier's neck. She dreams of slitting foreign throats, of winds, of ambushes, of sparkling blades, of spirits, endless born and bled, and then drums in his ear. But she starts and wakes, and being thus frightened, swears and prays. This is that very Mab that tangles lovers' manes into greasy bloody chesses and knots, which, when are parted by daylight, bring shame. This is the hag when maids lie on their backs, that presses them and teaches them first to bear, making them women of the character care.
Peace!
This is
Peace! Mercutio, thou talkst of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind, who woos one day the frozen bosom of the north, then on another puffs away from thence, and turns his face toward dew-dropping south.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind forebodes. Some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin its fearful date with this night's revels, and expire the term of a despised life closed in my breast by some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my suit. On, lusty gentlemen.
Strike drum.
Where's Potboy? Why is he not helping clear out the room? Lift the platter! Bring the platter! Away with the good chairs! Stow the cupboards and line the plates! Now what? Save me a piece of something sweet. And if you love me, find me that Susan grindstone. And now, and Anthony!
Potboy ready!
You are looked for and asked for, called for and sought for in the great chamber!
Oh, we cannot be here and there to you. Take it easy, boys. Come on. The night is still young. Oh!
Welcome, gentlemen! Ladies that have their toes unplayed with Bunyan, will I dance with you? My mistresses, which of you all will now deny to dance? She that is bountiful, she, I'll swear, has Bunyan! It's true! Welcome, gentlemen! Come, musicians, play!
Go table, 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 go table.
What lady's that which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, sir.
She doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night as a rich jewel in Ethiopia. Beauty too rich for life, death too dear. From Cupid's quiver, courage I'll demand. And touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now, forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
By his voice should be a Montague. Fetch me my rapier, boy.
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe, that is hither come in spite to scorn at our observed fast this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
Tis he, that villain, Romeo.
Ah, it is my will, the which if thou respect, show fair demeanor, and put off these frowns. An ill-befitting semblance for a feast.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. What, little boy? I say he shall go too.
Why, Uncle, we are shamed.
Go too. Go too. What? You dare oppose me here? Oh, What? You childish imp? Go to, be quiet, or more light! More light! For shame! I'll make you quiet! Watch your on, my friend!
Patience stops force. Righteous rage collides and jerks my flesh with its diverging tides. I will withdraw. But this intrusion shall, now seeming sweet, convert to bitterish gall.
I profane with my unworthy hand this holy shrine. A gentle sin is this. My lips to blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, whose touchingest devotion chosen this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm do holy palmers kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They meet in prayer. Grant thou lest faith despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by thine my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from my lips, oh trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
You kissed by the book.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
Who is her mother?
Her mother is the lady of the house.
Is she a Capulet? Dear Count, my life is my foe's debt.
Away, begone, the sport is at the best.
Aye, so I fear, the more is my unrest.
Nay, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling little banquet to come. Now, is that so? Why, then I thank you all. I thank you, honest gentlemen. Good night. Why, come on then. Let's to bed.
Another nurse, who is yon gentleman?
Oh, the son and heir of old Tiberio.
Who's he that now is going out the door?
Mary, I think that be Mercutio.
Who's he that follows that would not dance?
I know not.
Go ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate. Too early seen unknown, and known too late. Portentous birth of love, it is to me that I must love a loving enemy.
What's this?
A rhyme I learned just now, with one I dance with all.
Juliet!
Anon. Come, let's away. The strangers all have gone.
Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dull feet, toward your new gravity.
Romeo, my cousin, Romeo! Romeo! He is wise, and on my life hath stolen home to bed.
He ran this way and left this orchard wall. Call good Mercutio.
Nay, I'll conjure him. Romeo, madman passion, lover of love, appear thou in the likeness of a sigh. Speak but one rhyme, and I am satisfied. Cry but I me. Cry out for love then dove. Speak to my good pal Venus one fair word. One whisper for her blinded son and heir, young ancient Cupid, he that shot his own small heart of self-made darts to wound his psyche. He heareth not, he stirreth not, he moveth not. The cock is dead, and I must conjure him. I conjure thee by Rosaline's bright eyes, and her high forehead, and scarlet lip, and slender feet, straight leg, and quivering thigh, and the pink entry that there adjacent lie, that in thy likeness thou appear.
Come, he hath hid himself among these trees to seek a friendship with capricious night. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
If love be blind, love cannot hit the mark. I think he sit under a cherry tree and bid his wood bear fruit in form of she, that nightly he would dream to taste first pluck. Oh, Romeo, that she were an oyster fruit, an open shell, and thou her pair of pearls. Romeo, good night. I'll to my boyhood bed. This quiet field's too cold for me to sleep. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain to seek him here, where he hath self-cocooned. God, it's so stringy.
He jests at scars, though never felt a wound.
Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, and thine bright light shines far more fair than she. Do not be hidden neath her virgin cloak. Her vestal gown is sick and green with envy, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It's my lady! It's my love! Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks. She says nothing. What of that? Her eye converses. I will answer it. Dad, too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. See how she laid her cheek upon her hand? I would love upon that hand that I might touch that cheek.
I me!
Shh. She speaks. Oh,
again, bright angel, for thou art there over my head, as glorious to this night as is a winged messenger of heaven.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo! Wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father, and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more? Shall I speak of this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word would smell as sweet, so Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection that he owes without that title. Romeo, throw thy name, and for thy name, which is no part of thee, take all myself!
I take thee as thy word! Call me with love, and I'll be new baptized, henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus must greet a night so stumblest on my thoughts?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have yet not drunk 100 words of thy tongue's utterings, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and of Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls. For stony limits cannot hold love out. What love must do, he'll find a way to do. Therefore, thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more power in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look at me sweetly, and I am armed against their enmity.
And not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. If thou not love me, let them find me here. My life is better ended by their hate than death deferred, wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou out this place?
By love, that thou first did prompt me to inquire.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else there a maiden blush would paint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. I ought to dwell on custom, quick deny when I have spoke, but farewell to good manners. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet, if thou swearest, thou mayst prove false, and lovers' perjuries, they say, Jove laughs. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully, or if thou thinkst that I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo, or else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behavior light, but trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true for lacking cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess. But thou hast overheard my true love's passion ere I was ware, therefore pardon me, and not ascribe this yielding to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I vow that tips with silver all these fruit trees.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear
Well,
love...
do not swear! No, I joy in thee. I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which does cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night. Good night. The sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I did withdraw to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw for what purpose, love?
To infinitely give it thee again. I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu.
Juliet!
Anon I come! Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will come again.
Blessed, blessed night. I am afraid, being a knight, that all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If this thy claim of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, through one that I'll procure to send to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madam!
Anon I come! But if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam!
By and by I come, to cease thy strife and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse to want thy life.
Psst, Romeo, soft. Oh, for a falconer's voice to lure those gentle talons back again.
It is my soul that calls upon my name.
Romeo!
My Nestle?
I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget, so thou might still there stand, remembering how I love thy company.
I'll still here stand to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone yet no farther than an orphan's bird lets it hop a little from her hand, like a prisoner in his ankle ties. Then with a silver thread pulls it back again, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would I were that bird.
Sweet, so would I. Yet I might kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I might say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep, dwell upon thine eyes. Peace in thy breast, would I were sleep, and peace laid there to rest. Hence will I to my friar's ghostly garden confess but love, no woes nor sin to pardon. Good morrow, Father!
Benedicity! What early bird so sweet saluteth me? Young son, it shows a sick distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Therefore thy earliness doth me assure thou art aroused with some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight?
That last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, Holy Father, no. I have forgot that name and that name's woe.
That's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I have been feasting with mine enemy, where on a sudden one hath wounded me that's by me wounded. Both our remedies depend now solely on thy expertise. I bear no hatred, blessed man, for lo, my plea likewise makes profits for my foe.
Be plain, good son, and simpler in thy plea. Riddling confessions, riddled answers, see?
Then plainly know my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. So mine on hers, so hers is set on mine, and all combined, save what thou must combine by holy marriage. When and where we met and wooed and made exchange of vow, I will tell thee as we pass, but this I pray that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy St. Francis, what a change is here! Is Rosaline that thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. Thy sighs still hang in clouds ere heaven clears, thy old groans yet ringing in mine ancient ears. Lo, here upon thine eye this drop, still wet, of an old tear that is not washed off yet.
Thou chidest me oft for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
And badest me bury love.
Not in a grave to lay one in, so new love to pay.
I pray thee chide me not. Her I love now doth grace return and love for love allow. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well. Thy love was read by rote and could not spell. But come, young fickle sir, come go with me. As thou request, I'll thy assistant be. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence, and hath message cast.
Wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Can he not home tonight?
Not to his father's, I spoke with this man.
Why, that same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosalind, torments him so that he will sure run mad.
Tybalt, the kinsman to old Capulet, hath sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge, I assume.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's author. He will answer the dare.
Alas, poor Romeo, he is already dead. Stabbed with a heartless harlot's steeled stare. Surely he is not the man to encounter Tybalt.
Why? What is Tybalt?
Tybalt? He's the prince of cats. Oh, he's the courageous captain of class. He fights like one sings sonnets, keeping time, distance, and proportion. He rests his proper rests. 1, 2, and the third in your chest, the bleeding butcher of many a button. Yet his infamous passado, the punto reverso, the
The what?
Exactly. The pox on such clownish lisping affected fantasticos, these new curly-tongued accents. Why, 'tis a lamentable thing, grandsire, that we should be thus pestered with these strange flies, these foppish floppers, these fashion mongers.
Here
who stand...
comes Romeo.
Signor Romeo, bonjour. There's a French salutation to your petit mort. I hope you ghosted us to score fair last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, you gave us the slip. Be quicker, can you not?
Pardon, good Mercutio. My score was fair, and in such a sport as mine, a man may be excused of ghostly exits.
Was this sport, such a sport that drives a man to work his back?
Oh, meaning to curtsy?
In polite companies, some might call it so.
A most courteous explanation.
I am the very pink of courtesy.
Oh, as pink as a young cockerel's comb.
As pink as the entrance, such a cockerel might occasion to peck.
Why, then I'd say my cockerel is combed pinker than most peckers.
Come between us, Benvolio,
Whip some words up, or you fold and I claim victory.
Our wits run the wild goose chase, and I am done. For thou hast more goose in one of thy wits than I am sure I have in my whole 5. Were you with me there for the goose?
I was never with you for anything if I was not there for your goose.
I will bite thee by the ear for that jest.
Why, is not this better now than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable. Now art thou Romeo. Now art thou what thou art, by art as well as by nature. For this driveling love is a natural fool that runs, tongue hanging out, up and down, looking for a hole wherein to stick his precious bauble.
Here's some goodly baubles.
I spy a good hole, grandly large and largely old. No man's arrow could miss, nor be felt in such a heap of ancientness.
Peter!
At your service!
My fan.
Oh, good Peter, to hide her face, for her fan's the fairer face.
Good ye good morrow, gentlemen.
God ye good even, fair gentle woman.
Is it good even?
'Tis no less, I tell ye, for the body hand of the dial is now upon the prick of you!
What kind of a man are you?
One gentlewoman that God hath made, thus his to mar.
Oh, by my troth, well said. That's his to mar, he says. Gentlemen, can you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I can tell you, but young Romeo will be older when you have found him than he was when you sought him. I am the youngest of that name, for lack of a younger.
Well, you speak better.
Yeah. Is the younger better?
If you be he, I desire some confidence with you.
She will ask him to some supper.
The ancient hole is falling for our well-combed cockerel. Rub-a-dub-dub, old hag in a tub. And who do you think she be? She be a cougar! She rubbers young
instrument for suppers, but too dry to wag is she. Romeo will to your father's. Will you to dinner thither?
I will follow you.
Very well. Farewell, ancient lady. May all your desires be met.
What saucy merchant was this that was so full of his roguery?
A gentleman, good nurse, one that loves to hear himself talk. And we'll speak more in a minute, and he will stand to in a month.
Just say anything against me and I'll take him down. If he were lustier than he is, and 20 such knaves put together. And if I cannot, I shall find those that can. Scurvy knave, I'm none of his wanton wenches. I'm not one of his jailmates. And you just sit there like a statue while every knave have a peck at me.
I saw no man peck anywhere. If I had, my weapon should quickly have been out. I swear, I dare draw as soon as any other man if I see occasion in a good quarrel. And the law on my side. Ow!
Oh, for God, I am so vexed, every part about me quivers. Scurvy knave, pray, sir, a word. And as I told you, my lady bid me inquire you out. What she bid me say, I will keep to myself. But first let me tell you, if ye should lead her in a fool's paradise, as they say, and that were a very gross kind of behavior, as they say, for the gentlewoman is young, and therefore, if you should deal double with her, truly, that would be an ill thing to be offered any gentlewoman, and very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady and mistress. I avow unto thee.
Oh, good heart and in faith, I will tell her as much. Oh, Lord, she will be a joyful woman.
What wilt thou tell her, nurse? Thou dost not hear me.
I will tell her that you do avow, which, as I take it, is a gentlemanlike offer.
Bid her devise some means to come to church this afternoon, and there shall be, at Friar Laurence's cell, confessed and married.
Here is for thy pains.
Oh, no, truly, sir. Not a penny?
Go to. I say you shall.
Now God in heaven bless thee. Listen, sir.
What sayest, my dear nurse?
My mistress is the sweetest lady. Oh, Lord, Lord, when she was a little chattering thing. Oh, there is a nobleman in town, one Paris, that would eager come courting. But, good soul, she would rather see a toad, a very toad, than see him. I anger her sometimes when I tell her Paris is the properer man, but I swear to you when I say so, she looks as pale as any moon in the whole wide world. Does not Romeo and Rosemary both begin with the same letter?
Aye, nurse, what of that? Both of them are.
Mocker, that's the dog's name. R is for... No, I think they begin with some other letter, and she has the prettiest piety towards it, of you and Rosemary, and I think it would do you good to hear it.
Commend me to thy lady.
Aye, 1,000 times. Peter!
Coming.
Let's go. Where's Lee?
The clock struck 9 when I could send the nurse, and half an hour she promised to return. Now is the sun upon the highmost hill of this day's journey, and from 9 till 12 is 3 long hours, yet she has not come. Catchy affections and warm, youthful blood. She'll be as swift in motion as a ball. My words would whip her quick to my sweet love, and his to me. Oh God, she comes. Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Send thy man away.
Peter! Stay at the gate.
Now, nurse, what news? Oh, Lord, why lookest thou sad? If news be sad, do tell them merrily. If good, thou shamest the music of sweet news by playing it to me so sour a face.
I'm a-weary. Give me leave a while. Oh, fie, my aching bones. Oh, what a trek I've had.
Oh, I would thou hadst my bones, and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee, speak, good nurse, speak.
Oh, Jesus, what haste. Can you not stay a while? Do you not see that I am out of breath.
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to tell me that thou art out of breath? The excuse that thou dost make in this delay is longer than the tale thou doth excuse. Answer to this, is thy news good or bad? Say either one, the how, wherefore can follow. Let me be satisfied. Is't good or bad?
Well, you have made a foolish choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo? No, not he. Though his face is better than any man's, and yet his leg excels all man's, and for a hand and a foot and a body, though they ought not to be talked on, they are past compare. He is not the flower of courtesy, but I warrant he's as gentle as a lamb. Not bad, wench, but be good. Have you lunched at home?
No, but all this did I know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Oh, Lord, how my head aches. What a head have I. It beats as if it would break in 20 pieces. Oh, my back. The other side. Oh, my back. Shame on your soul for chasing me about to catch my death with jumping up and down.
Faith, I am sorry that thou art not well. Nurse, tell me. What says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, like a courteous, kind, and handsome, and I warrant a virtuous. Where is your mother?
Where is my mother? Why, she is within. Where should she be? Oh, I'll be thou reply. Yes, your love says like an honest gentleman. Where is my mother?
Gods, lady dear, you are too hot. My, I am taken aback. Is this how you soothe my aching bones? Henceforth, speak your messages yourself.
Here's such a fuss. Come, what says Romeo?
When have you leave to go to your confession?
Today.
Then hie you hence to Friar Laurence's cell. There waits a husband to make you a wife. Oh, now the wanton blood comes up to her cheeks. Oh, they will be in scarlet straight at any news hole. Hie you to church. I have another job. Fetch a ladder by the which your love can climb to bird's nest safe at night. I'm the lackey and toil for your delight. But you will bear the burden soon at night. Go, out to dinner. Hie you to the cell.
Hie to high fortune. Honest nurse. Farewell.
Wow.
May heaven smile upon this holy act, and tomorrow's with sorrow chide us not.
Amen. But come what sorrow may, they cannot take away the exchange of joy of even one short minute by her side. After thou join our hands with holy words, and may love-devouring death do what he dare. It is enough that I have called her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and as they meet, they die. Like fire and powder, which as they kiss, meet death. The sweetest honey is cloying in his own deliciousness. The strong, sweet taste confounds the appetite. Therefore, love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift is as untimely as too slow.
Good even to my soul's confessor sweet.
Romeo has thanked thee, daughter, for us both.
The same to him, else is his thanks too much.
Go! Stay.
Juliet, if the measure of thy joy be heaped like mine, since thou hast better skill to speak on it, do sweeten all the air with thy dear breath, and let that music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness we receive in joining up this dear encounter.
Promises rich in acts, though poor in words, will last in substance, not cheap ornament. 'Tis beggars that can hold and count their worth. My true love has grown to such excess I cannot sum up half of my wealth.
Oh, my true love has grown to such excess I cannot sum up half of my wealth. I cannot sum up half of my wealth.
I cannot sum up half of my wealth.
I cannot sum up half of my wealth. My true love has grown.
I cannot.
To such excess.
My true love has grown to such excess. I cannot sum up half of my wealth.
My true love has grown to such excess. I cannot sum up half of
with me, and we will quickly work. You understand, you'll not be left alone till Holy Church incorporate 2 in 1.
What happened? What did she point at?
Cannot sum up half of my wealth. Cannot sum.
Enter Mercutio. Enter Mercutio. Enter Mercutio. Well, come.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulets are nigh, and if we meet, we shan't escape abroad. This sun, these hot days, it keeps the mad blood stirring.
You love brawling.
I do?
You are as hot in the head as any in Italy. You don't take Italy from any Capulet villains. If there were 2 like you, there would sooner be none. Benvolio's his only foe, so there can only be one.
Are you talking about me?
Bro, you would fight a man for having more or less in his beard than for coughing in the street because the act of it's weird to you. What eye but your eye would spy a fighter's foot? What hand but your hand is mighty as Midas is your head? Has quarrels like an egg has yoke. And if provoked with a stroke, someone's dick is broke. And yet you will tutor me from brawling?
And were I so I could fight as much as Senior Mercutio, any guy would want to buy my life's insurance, yo.
Insurancio!
By my hand, here comes the Capulets.
By my heel, I care not. Follow me close, for I will speak to them.
Gentlemen, good evening. A word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us? Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir, if you will give me occasion.
Too afraid to take occasion without my giving?
Mercutio.
Oh.
Thou hast known Romeo.
Hath known? What, dost thou make us fairies? Come thou hither to join a merry, airy flight. Here is my wand. Thou wilt know its pressure, or wisely take occasion to lightly take your flight. For God's sake, hath known.
We talk here in the public space of man? Either withdraw into some private place, or in words reason of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure,
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my boy.
Well, I'll be hanged, sir, if he serve your house. He'll serve your swords to rust, occasion given. Then, your worship, thou might call him boy.
Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the love that I have for thee doth much excuse the rage that right befits such a harsh greeting. That name I am not. Therefore, farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done me. Therefore, turn and draw.
I do protest that I never injured thee, but love thee more than thou canst imagine, till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as mine own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. My thrusting weapon cover for thy needs. Tybalt! You rat catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives. That I mean to take liberties with, and following such liberties, crush dead the rest of the 8. Will you? Pluck your sword out of his little cave by his ears. Make haste. Or mine be plucking your ears ere ye be out!
Gentle Mercutio, put thy rapiers down.
I am for you. Let's go.
Come, sir. Let's see your pasado. Whoa!
Gentlemen, refrain from this outrage. Tybalt Mercutio, the prince, hath expressly forbid this violence in Verona streets. Hold, Tybalt, good Mercutio.
What art thou hurt?
Aye, a scratch. A scratch, Mary, is enough. Where is my page? Go, villain, fetch a surgeon.
Hurry, friend, the hurt cannot be much.
No, 'tis not so deep as a well, not so wide as a church door, but 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. I am ruined, I warrant, for this world. Plague of both your houses. Is that a dog, a rat, a mouse, a cat? Scratching man to death. A braggart, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic.
Villain!
Why the devil came in between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought it all for the best.
Why the devil did you come between us?
All for the best. Help me into some house, Benvolio, or I shall faint.
I will never find him.
A plague of both your houses! They have made worms meat of me! I'm finished! Done!
A plague about your
A plague of both your houses!
A plague about your houses. 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 A plague about your houses.
A plague about your houses! A plague about your
Hello?
Wait to heaven, mercy undeserved. And fire and fury be my compass now. Now, Tybalt, take back villain to thine lips that late thou cast at me, for Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads, waiting for thine to keep him company. Either thou, or I, or both must go with him.
Thou wretched boy that didst know him so, shall with him go.
This shall determine that.
Romeo, away, be gone. The citizens are up and Tybalt slain.
Stand not amazed, the prince will doom thee death if thou art taken. Hence be gone, away.
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Why dost thou stand?
Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, towards Apollo's lodging. That a driver's phaeton would whip you to the west and bring in darkened night immediately. Spread thy bed curtain, love performing night, that those beast eyes may close and Romeo leap to these arms untalked of and unseen. Lovers concede to amorous rites by light of their own beauties, or if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come, somber night. Thou sober-suited matron all in black, and teach me how to lose to win this match, played for a pair of unstained maidenhoods. Come, night, come, Romeo. Come, thou day of night. For thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow upon a raven's back. Come, come, gentle night, come, loving black-browed night, give me my Romeo. And when I shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh! I have bought the mansion of a love, but not possessed it. And though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival to an impatient child who hath new robes and may not wear them.
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
O noble prince, I give you proof of all. The sad occasion of this fatal brawl. Slain by young Romeo, there lies the foe that slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
He is a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes him false, he speaks not true. I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt, Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew Tybalt, he slew Mercutio. Who owes the price of his dear blood spent so?
Not Romeo, prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault completes that which the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. I have a loss due to these hates proceedings. My kinsman for your brawls doth lay a bleeding, but I will punish you with such a fine that you shall all repent the loss of mine. I will be deaf to all pleadings and excuses. Nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses, therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he is found, that hour is his last. Away these bodies and attend our will. Mercy will murder, shown to those that kill.
From his lips, not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment! Be merciful, say death. For exile hath more terror in his look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Oh God, did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did. Alas, the day it did.
Oh, serpent heart, and in a flowering face, did ever dragon keep so fair a cave? Oh, nature, what didst move you down to hell to then implant the spirit of a fiend in mortal paradise of such sweet flesh?
Hence from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself.
Oh, no faith, no honesty in men, all perjured, falsifying, all wicked, all deceivers. Oh, these griefs, these woes, these sorrows make me old. Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is ashamed to sit. Oh, what a beast I was to chide at him.
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband?
This is kind mercy, and thou seest it not.
Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing, live here in heaven and may look on her.
Oh, my poor lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name when I, thy 3 hours wife, have mangled it?
But Romeo may not. More validity, more honorable state, more courtship lives in fruit flies than in Romeo. They may seize on the white wonder of dear Juliet's hand and steal immortal blessings from her lips.
Wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish tears, back to your native spring. Tybalt is dead.
Romeo is banished.
Banished, that one word banished, and slain 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was woe enough, even if it ended there.
Oh, foolish madman, wilt thou hear me speak?
Oh, Friar, the damned damn that word in hell. Howling when saying it, how hast thou the heart? Being a divine, a holy father here, the sin absolver, and my friend professed to mangle me with that word, banish it.
Where are my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go to them? I'll bring you thither.
Wash they his wounds with tears. Mine shall be spent when theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment.
I'll give thee armor to keep off that word, adversity, sweet milk, philosophy, to comfort thee though thou art banished.
Yet banish it. Hang up philosophy, unless philosophy can make a Juliet. Displant the town, reverse a prince's doom. It helps not, it prevails not. Talk no more.
To prison I ne'er look on liberty. Vile flesh to earth resign, none else resume, till thou and Romeo press one happy tomb. Nurse, I'll to my wedding bed, and death, not Romeo, take my maidenhead.
Hie to your chamber. I will find Romeo to comfort you. I know well where he is.
Oh, find him, give this ring to my true knight, and bid him come to take his last farewell.
Arise! One knocks, good Romeo, hide thyself. Hark how they knock. Romeo, arise! I come. God's will, what idiocy is this? Where are you from? What's your will?
I come from the Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Oh, holy friar, oh, tell me, holy friar, where is my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
There, on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he is not unlike my lady's case. Just like her case, oh, woeful sympathy, oh, piteous predicament. Just as him lies she, blubbering and weeping, weeping and blubbering. Stand up! Stand up! Stand if you be a man. For Juliet's sake, for her sake, rise and stand. How dare you bathe in these deep tears?
Speakest thou of my Juliet? How is it with her? Does she not think me an old murderer now that I have stained the childhood of our joy with blood removed but little from her own? Where is she, and how doth she, and what says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
Oh, she says nothing, but weeps and weeps and weeps, and now falls on the bed, and then starts up, and Tybalt calls, and then on Romeo cries, and then down falls again.
As if that name, shot from the deadly barrel of a gun, did murder her, as that name's cursed hand did murder her kinsman. Oh, tell me, Friar, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me, and I'll hack off the hateful mention.
Oh, that desperate hand! You have amazed me. By my holy order, I thought your disposition better ruled. So you've slain Tybalt. Will you slay yourself, and slay your lady that in your life lives by doing damned hate upon yourself? You scorn upon your birth, the heaven and earth, for birth and heaven and earth, all three do meet in you at once. Would you at once lose all? What? Get up, man! Your Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake you quick proclaimed your death. There is your happy. Tybalt could kill you, but you slew Tybalt. There is your happy. The law that threatened death becomes your friend and turns death to exile. There is your happy. A pack of blessings light upon your back. Happiness courts you in her bestest dress. But like a misbehaving, sullen brat, you pout upon your fortune and your love. Take heed, for such die miserable. Go, get thee to thy love as was avowed. Ascend to her chamber hence and comfort her. But leave Verona's gates ere sun doth rise, for when the watch is set, thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till time arrives to blaze your marriage, hold your friends, beg pardon of the prince. We'll call thee back with 20,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go ahead, nurse, commend me to thy lady. Romeo is coming.
Oh, Lord, I could have stayed here all the night to hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is!
my lord, I will tell my lady you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Oh, here, sir, a ring she bid me give you, sir. Make haste, for it grows late.
Go hence. Good night. Hold true to this our plan.
Although a joy past joy calls out to me, it is a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we have had no time to move our daughter. Mind now, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I. Well, we were born to die. 'Tis very late, she'll not come down tonight. I promise you, but for your company, I would have been in bed an hour ago.
These times of woe afford no times to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will. We'll know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she's weighted with her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a bolder offer of my child's love. Yeah, I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay more, I doubt it not. Wife, go you to her ere you go to bed. Acquaint her with my son Paris's love, and bid her, mark you me, on Wednesday next. What's up? What day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday? Well, Wednesday is too soon. Then Thursday let it be. On Thursday next, tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste? We'll keep no great ado, a friend or two for mine now. Tybalt's death, so close in date, it shall be thought we care not for our own befallen kinsmen if we revel much. Therefore, we'll have some half a dozen friends. And that's the end. What say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Well, get you going on Thursday, be it then. Fare you well, my lord. Light to my chamber, ho!
Be gone. It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, not the lark, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yond pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. That its candles are burnt out and sprightly day stands tiptoe on the misty mountaintops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yond light is not daylight, I know it. It is some meteor that the sun exhales to be to thee this night a torch-bearer, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet, thou needest not yet be gone.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I am content if thou wilt have it so. I'll say, yon gray is not the morning's eye, 'tis but the pale mirage of Luna's brow. And that is not the lark whose notes do cry to vaulty heavens so high above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is my soul? Let us talk. It is not day.
It is. Hie hence, be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Oh, now be gone. More and more light it grows.
More light and light. More dark and dark our woes.
Madam!
Nurse?
Your lady mother is coming to your chamber. Day is broke. Be wary. Look about.
The window, let day in, and let life out.
Farewell. Farewell. One kiss and I'll descend.
Art thou gone so, love, Lord, I, husband, friend? I must hear from thee every day and the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count, I shall be much in age ere I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell. I will omit no opportunity that may convey my greetings, love, to thee.
Oh, think'st thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these woes shall serve as sweet discourses in our times to come.
Fortune, fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, he is not for thee, being so renowned. For faith, be fickle, fortune. For then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
Oh, daughter, are you up?
Well, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. What? Wilt thou take him from his grave with tears? Even if thou couldst not make him live, therefore be done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows lack of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a deep-felt loss.
Well, girl, you weep not so much for his death, but for the life the villain lives today.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo.
God pardon him, I do with all my heart, and yet no man hath grieved my heart as him.
That is because the traitor murderer lives.
So far away from where my hands might reach, and none but I shall venge my cousin's death.
You shall have vengeance for it, fear thou not. Then weep no more. I'll message one in Mantua, where that same banished vagabond doth live, to sneak in him in undetected vial, and the rogue shall soon keep Tybalt company. And then I hope thou wilt be satisfied.
Indeed, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him dead. Is my heart vexed so for a kinsman lost? Madam, if you could find a stealthy man to bear a poison, I would render it. That Romeo should upon receipt thereof soon sleep in quiet. Oh, how my heart abhors to hear him named and cannot go to him. Repay the love I bore my cousin upon his body that hath slaughtered him.
Find thou the means, and I'll find such a man. But now I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they, I beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou hast a caring father, child. One who, to lift thee from thy heaviness, hath sprung upon us sudden day of joy, that thou expects not, nor one I looked for.
Madam, how fortunate. What day is that?
Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn. The gallant, young, and noble gentleman, the county Paris at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now, by St. Peter's Church and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I must wed before the man would even come to woo. I pray you, tell my lord and father, madam, I will not marry yet. And when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Here comes your father, tell him so yourself, and see how he will take to what you spake.
Art thou a fountain, girl? What, still in tears? the storm must smooth, oh, or else will overturn thy tempest-tossed body. How now, wife? Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will not. She gives you thanks. I wish the fool were married to her grave.
Soft, take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How will she not? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not thrilled? Does she not see how blessed, unworthy as she is, that we have found so worthy a gentleman to be her groom?
Not thrilled you have, but thankful that you have. Thrilled I can never be of what I hate, but thank the hated action meant for love.
How, chopped logic, what is this? Thrilled, and I thank you. And I thank you not, and yet not thrilled? Spoiled minion, you. Thank me, no thankings. Nor thrill me, no thrills, but fiddle your fine bones against Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag you by your hair onto the altar. Out, you sick, worthless carcass, you strumpet, you ugly wretch!
What, are you mad?
What?
Father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience, let me speak a word.
Hang thee, young strumpet, disobedient wretch! My fist trembles. Wife, we thought ourselves unblessed that God had lent us but this single child, but now I see that this one is one too much and that we have a curse in having her. You disgusting harlot!
God in heaven bless her. You are not right, my lord, berating so.
And why, my lady, wisdom? Hold your tongue.
I have spoken none wrong.
Oh, God forbid me.
May one not speak.
Peace! You mumbling fool! Utter your great thoughts or gossip sludge, for here we need it not.
You are too high.
Hang thee, it makes me mad! Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play, alone, in company, always! I vexed over her match, and now I have provided a gentleman of noble parentage, of honorable estates. He's young, holds inheritance, stuffed, as they say, with honorable virtues, stacked with all a girl could wish to wed, and then to have a wretched, wailing fool, whining at her good fortune's gracious table, crying, "Oh, I'll not marry, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray you pardon me." Fine. If you will not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will. You shall not house with me. Thursday is near. Lay hand on heart and think. If you be mine, I'll give you to my friend. If you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets. For by my soul, I'll ne'er acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall ne'er be thine own. Believe me, think on't. I'll not turn these thoughts.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage a month, a week, or if thou wilt not, make the bridal bed the dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not say a word. Do as thou wilt, for I am done with thee.
Oh, God. Oh, nurse, how shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, my vows in heaven. How will those vows return to be regiven unless that husband sended me from heaven by leaving earth? Some comfort, nurse. What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy? Comfort me, counsel me.
Here it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world to nothing are the chances he has of returning. And if he does, it must be done in stealth. Then, since the case is so as now it stands,
I think it's best you marry with the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dishcloth to him. An eagle, madam, has not so keen, so bright, so fair an eye as Paris hath. Well, the devil take my soul, but I think you blessed in this your second match, for it far excels the first, and if it does not, well, the first is dead, or might as well be dead, for all the nothing he for you can do.
Speakst thou from thy heart?
And from my soul, too. Else to hell with both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my mother I am gone, having displeased my father to Laurence's cell to make confession and to be absolved.
Marry I will, and this is wisely done.
Ancient damnation! Oh, most wicked fiend! Is it more sin to wish me thus a cheat, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue that she has praised him with above compare so many thousand times? Go, counselor. Thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, I've power to die myself.
On Thursday, sir, the time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so, and I am loath to slow his haste at all.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. The course is too unsmooth. I like it not.
She weeps for Tybalt's death immoderately, and therefore have I little talked of love, for Venus smiles not in a house of tears.
Look, sir, here comes the lady toward my cell.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That may be, must be, love, on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
Honest words to speak.
Come you to make confession to this father?
I'd answer that if you were my confessor.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So will ye, I am sure, that you love me.
And I am sure it will be of more worth to speak behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears got not much victory by that. My face was bad enough before their spite.
A claim that wrongs your beauty worse than tears.
It is not slander, sir, if it is the truth. And when I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
That may be, sir, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or shall I come to evening mass?
I am at leisure now, my solemn daughter. My lord, we must now ask for time alone.
God forbid that I disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday morning will I rouse ye. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Shut the door when thou hast done so. Come weep with me. Past hope, past cure, past help.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief.
Friar, tell me not that thou hast known it, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. If in thy wisdom thou canst give no remedy, I bid thee call my resolution wise, while I do help myself thus with this knife. God joined my heart in Romeo. Thou our hands. Before this hand, sealed to my love by thee, shall sign away its honor to another, or ere my heart with treacherous revolt turn from my husband, this shall slay them both. Be not so long to speak. I long to die. If what thou speakest, speak not of remedy.
Hold, daughter, I do see a seed of hope that doth demand an act that's as extreme as that which we would venture to prevent. If thou hast strength of will to slay thyself, rather than to marry County Paris.
Oh, bid me leap from battlements of towers, or walk through robbers' roads, or bid me lurk where serpents live, than make me marry Paris. Chain me to a cave with roaring bears, or hide me nightly in a pauper's vault, overcovered sick with dead man's rotting skulls, with reeking skin and skulls with missing jaws, things that have made me tremble, and I will do it, without fear or doubt, to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold, then. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, make sure thou lie alone. Take thou this vial. when you're in bed. Drink this distilled elixir, and so quick through all thy veins shall run like river Styx a cold and sluggish slumber for a time. Thy pulse shall yield the drumbeats of the dead. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. And in this borrowed likeness of the dead, thou shalt continue 24 hours, and then awake, as from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then, as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes uncovered you shall lie. Thou shalt be laid to that same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, before thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our plan. And hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking. And that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua. And this shall free thee from this present shame. If no inconstant whim nor womanish fear abate thy valor in the acting it.
Give me, tell me not of fear.
Hold, then, get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love, give me strength, and strength shall help thee out. Farewell, dear father.
Invite all guests on this list are writ. And Sarah, go hire me 20 cunning cooks.
You should have the best, sir, because I'll put them all to the finger-licking test.
How canst thou test them, sir?
Easy, sir. A cook that won't lick his own fingers don't like his own taste, so no licking, no hiring.
Go. We shall be unprepared much for this time. What? Has my daughter gone to Friar Laurence?
Aye, she has.
Well, he may chance to do some good on her. Peevish, stubborn harlotry it is.
Look, here she comes from church with Mary, look.
Why, how now, my headstrong? Where have you been wandering?
Where I've been taught to quick repent the sin of disobedient opposition, and advised by holy Laurence to fall prostrate here to beg your pardon. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforward, I am ever ruled by you.
Send for the county. Tell him of this. We'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning.
I met the youthful lord at Friar's cell and gave him what might soon become a love, not stepping o'er the bounds of modesty.
Why, I am glad, Aunt. This is good. Stand up! This is as should be. Let me see. The county. I Mariko, I say. Fetch him hither. Now, before God, this reverend, holy friar, our whole city is much obliged to him.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet and help me fix the furnishes for tomorrow?
No, not till Thursday. There is time enough.
Now go, nurse, go with her. We'll to church tomorrow.
We shall be rushed to meet our preparations. It's now near night.
Tush! I will stir about, and all things shall be well. Go, thou to Juliet. Go, help adorn our child. I'll not to bed tonight. I will stir about, and all things shall be well. I will play the housewife for this once. What now? They are all gone. Well, I will walk myself to County Paris and prepare him up against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light that this same wayward girl returns from flight.
Aye, these attires fit best. But, gentle nurse, I pray thee leave me to myself tonight. For I need to kneel in private prayer to move the fates to smile upon my state, which, well, thou knowest, is laden full of sin.
What? Oh, are you busy? Need you my help?
No, madam, we have cold such accessories that well befit our circumstance tomorrow. So please you, let me now be left alone, and let the nurse this night sit up with you. For I'm sure you have your hands all full in this so sudden business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. Faint cold fear thrills through my witless veins. It almost freezes up the heat of life. I will call them back again to comfort me. Nurse! But what could she do here? My dismal scene, I need to act alone. Come, Vital. What if this mixture does not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, no. This shall forbid it. Lie thou there. What if the friar hath cunningly dispensed a poison in my hands to have me dead? Lest in this marriage he should be dishonored because he married me before to Romeo. I fear it is, yet it cannot be true, for he hath always proved a holy man. What if when I'm lain into the tomb, I wake before the time Romeo come to redeem me? There's a fearful thought. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Oh, if I live, how shall I reconcile my waking breath with frigid dews of death together in the terror of the place? Shut up therein an ancient receptacle where bloody Tybalt, yet still green in earth, lies festering in his cloak, where, as they say, at some hours of the night spirits return. Oh, if I wait, shall I not be distraught, surrounded by all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefathers' joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his cloak, till in this craze I find some kinsman's bones, and use it to bash out my desperate praise? Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousin's ghost, seeking out Romeo that did spike his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay. Romeo, Romeo! A drink. I drink to thee.
Hold! Take these keys and fetch more spices, nurse.
They call for quinces and dates in the kitchen.
Come, stir, stir, stir. The second cock hath crowed. The bell rings in first light. 'Tis 3 o'clock. Tend to the pastries, good Angelica. Spare not for cause.
Go, you housewife, go. Get you to bed. You'll be sick tomorrow if you sit through this night.
Not likely. I have often stayed awake all night for lesser cause, and ne'er been sick.
You've been night prowling in your time, and I'll watch you from such watching now.
Jealous lady, oh, a jealous lady. Now, fella, what's there?
Things for the cook, sir. Not sure what.
Oh, make haste, make haste. Sirrah! Fetch me drier wood. Call Peter, he will show thee where they are.
No need to bother Peter for the matter. I've had to find some blocks of wood, sir.
Right, and well said. A funny bastard, huh? For thou hast a blockhead. Look here, 'tis day. The county will be here with music soon, for so he said he would. I hear him here. Nurse! Wait! Nurse! What ho, I say? Go, waken Julie up, go and dress her up. Make haste, I say. I will go and chat with Paris. Make haste! The bridegroom, he is come already! Make haste, I say!
Mistress! What, mistress? Juliet? Fast asleep, I bet. Oh, why, lamb? Why, lady? Fie, you lazy bones. Why, madam? Sweetheart? Why, wife? Not a word. Yay, make the most of it now. Sleep for a week, for the next night I warrant the county will give up more than rest to see you rest but little. Oh, God forgive me, Marian, amen. What? How sound asleep she is. I needs must wake her. Madam! 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 Aye, let the county find you in your bed and he will fright you right awake. Am I not right? What? Dressed in her clothes and down again? I needs must wake you. Lady. 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 Alas! Alas! Help! Help! My lady's dead! Oh, curse the day that ever I was born! Some drops of brandy! Oh, my lord! My lady!
What noise is this?
Oh, lamentable
What
day.
is the matter?
Look! Look! Oh, heavy day!
Oh, me. Oh, me. My child. My only wife. Help! Help! Go help!
For shame, bring Juliet forth. Her lord is here.
She's dead! Deceased! She's dead! Oh, woeful day!
Alas, she's cold.
How is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return.
Oh, I've waited long to see this morning's face, and that they give me such a sight as this.
One dear and loving child.
Oh, woe! Oh, woeful, woeful, woeful day! Most lamentable day! Most woeful day that ever did I yet behold!
My cruel death all's overthrown! Oh, love! Oh, life! What not life, but love and death!
Uncomfortable time! Why wait till now to murder our joyous feast?
Peace, ho, for shame! Confusion's cure lives not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself both shared a part of her. Now heaven hath all, and all the better is it for the girl. Dry up your tears, and throw your rosemary on this fair corpse, and as the custom is, bear her to church in her most beauteous gowns. For though love's nature bids us all lament, our reasons for her merriment.
All things that were ordained as festival now turn from their ordinance to funeral.
Sir, go you in, and madam, go with him, and go, Sir Paris. Everyone, prepare to follow this fair corpse unto her grave. The heavens do glare upon you for some ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will.
Boy, may as well pack up our pipes and be gone.
Oh, good honest fellows, pack up, for as you well know, this is a woeful case.
It's a bit beaten up, but hardly woeful.
Musicians. Oh, musicians. Purple Rain.
Oh, I'll die if you don't play Purple Rain.
Why Purple Rain?
Musicians, because my heart is beaten black and blue. Oh, play some merry elegy to comfort me.
Purple Rain is not an elegy.
You will not then?
No.
Well, then I guess I'll have to give it to you.
What will you give us?
Not money, no, sir. I hope you're not hoping for anything but the tricks. I give you the finger!
Well, then I give you the fist!
Well, then I will crack your fist and fist your crooks! You think I'm playing? I will play you. I will rate you. I will me you. I will fire you. You will note me!
Noted.
Hey, how about you put out your wit and pull out your dagger?
I will burn you with my wit! I will dry beat you my wit like iron and put away my dagger, also iron. Answer me like man. I only wanna see you bathing in the purple rain. Why purple? Why is the rain purple? What say you, Jose?
Because weather conditions are purple Lexing.
Wrong! What say you, Robert?
It's 'cause, like, there's blood in the sky, and red plus blue is purple.
Wrong! What say you, Zion? 'Cause
Prince fucked the cloud.
I cry you mercy, you are the singer. I will say for you, the rain is purple because your music is so shit, the heavens feel violeted.
Purple rain, purple rain. I only wanna see you bathing in the purple rain.
Interesting guy. Leave it. Hey, let's hang here. Wait for the mourners and dinner. Hmm?
Whoa, hey.
If I may trust the flattering tales of sleep, my dreams do tell of joyful news at hand. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead, for dreams permit a dead man thoughts to think. Such life she breathed upon my lips with kisses that I revived again as emperor. Me? How sweet must love be in the flesh when love's mere shadows are so rich in joy. News from Verona! How thou, Balthazar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How does my lady? Is my father well? How doth my Juliet? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capulet's deep vault, and her immortal part with angels lives. As soon as I saw her laid in the tombs, I galloped quickly hence to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing these ill news, since you did ask it be my duty, sir.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars! Thou knowest my lodging. Get me ink and paper. And hire some horses. I will leave tonight.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and do give sense of misadventure.
Oh, thou art deceived. Leave me, and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, my good lord.
No matter. Get thee gone. And hire those horses. I'll be with thee soon. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. I shall find means. Oh, mischief, thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. What ho! Apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. I see thou art poor. Oh, here is 40 silver. Let me have a drop of poison, a quick-footed sip that will disperse itself through all the veins so the lively retaker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law gives death to any man that peddles them.
Art thou so bare and full of wretchedness thou fearst to die? Famine is in thy cheeks. Need and depression starveth in thy eyes. The world affords no law to make thee rich, thus be not poor, but break the law and take.
My poverty, but not my will, consent.
I pay thy poverty, and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will and drink it down. Even if you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
There is thy gold. Worse poison to men's souls. Come, cocktail and not poison, go with me to Juliet's grave, for there must I use thee.
Give me thy torch, boy. Go and stand aloof. No, put it out, for I should not be seen. Now, hide yourself beneath yon willow trees, holding thy ear close to the hollow ground. No foot shall tread upon this churchyard earth, this shuffled dust from digging up of graves, but thou shalt hear it. Whistle to me then, as signal that thou hearest something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee, go!
I am almost afraid to wait alone here in the churchyard, yet I will adventure.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I gild. Oh, woe, thy canopy is dust and stones, with which sweet water nightly will I dew. If not with that, with tears distilled by moans. This ritual for thee I vow to keep, to nightly gild thy grave with flowers and weep. The boy gives warning something doth approach.
Halt. Take this letter. Early in the morning, see it delivered to my lord and father. Give me the letter. Upon thy life, I charge thee, whatever thou seest or hearest, stay well away and do not interrupt me in my course. But if thou curious, return to pride in what I father shall intend to do. By heaven, I will tear thee joint by joint and gild this hungry churchyard with thy limbs.
I will be gone, sir, and not trouble ye. This is that banished, haughty Montague, that murdered my love's cousin, with whose grief it is supposed the fair creature died, and here he comes to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague! Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemn me, villain. I do condemn thee and apprehend thee for a villain here. Obey and go with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good, gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Oh, be gone!
I refuse thy invocation and apprehend thee for a felon here!
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy! Our names are written in Sour Misfortune's book. I will bury thee in a majestic grave. grave. Oh no, a lantern, slaughtered youth. For here lies Juliet, and her beauty makes this vault a feasting presence full of light. Death had sucked the honey of thy breath, it had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered, beauty's banner holds, yet crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe insipid death has fallen prey to love? The abominable monster keeps thee here in dark to be his concubine. For fear of that, I'll always stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain with worms that are thy chambermaids. Here, oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest and shake the yoke of fortune's heavy weight from this world-wearied flesh. Eyes look your last. Arms take your last embrace. And lips, oh you, the doors of breath, seal with the righteous kiss a lasting bargain with devouring death. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary. The drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
I do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Romeo? Ah. Close in my true love's hand. Poison I see hath been his timeless end. Miser, drunk all, and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Perhaps some poison yet doth hang on them to make me die with one last healing sip. Thy lips are warm.
Lead, boy, which way?
This is the place, there, where the torch doth burn.
Noise, and help me breathe. Oh, happy dagger, this is thy sheath. There rust and let me die.
The ground is bloody. Search about the churchyard. Pitiful sight. Here lies the county slain, and Juliet bleeding, warm and newly dead.
Here's Romeo's man. We found him in the churchyard.
Here is a friar that trembles, sighs, and weeps.
He rode with suspected suspects, murdered, and no one
so woe!
I am
Look at my daughter bleeds! This dagger hath misstained, for lo, its house is empty on the belt of Montague. It has mischieved in our daughter's bosom.
See what a scourge was birthed to scorn your hate. That heaven found the means to kill your joys with love. And I, for long allowing hate, have too A pair of kinsmen lost. All are punished. A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his face. Go hence and have more talk of these sad things. Some are pardoned and some are punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and Romeo.